you're doing today. Well, as I said, I'd tell you in a video what happened to me 7 years ago today, April 15th, 2010. And no, it's not that I found out that the Titanic sunk in 1912 on the 15th. As you may have noticed from the pictures at the beginning of this video, I was severely burned. Those pictures are of me. I was working on a pickup in my father's garage. In that garage, we had a pit. I was in the pit, cut the die grinding and shock off it. I had a gas leak I forgot about. I had the gas leak down. I didn't think about the fact the gas was leaking into the pit. Oddly enough, I was planning a vacation and I was trying to get the truck ready to go. This is in 2003. I was supposed to help some friends move back from North Carolina down by Myrtle Beach area. And so I was in a hurry to get the truck done, and I was not following the rules I usually follow in a garage, which is safety. Didn't think there'd be a problem. So I'm down there cutting the die grinding and shock off, and the spark ignited the gas. Boom! Engulfed in flames in that pit. And left severely burned. I was treated at the U of M hospital in Ann Arbor. Now, I'm not telling you guys all this to make you feel sorry for me or anything like that. I don't want any pity. I just thought it'd be an interesting YouTube video. Then I gotta let the dog out. And actually, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't want any pity. I just wanted the people to be safe, take their time, but also not to be afraid of life. Don't be afraid to do things because you might get hurt. Shortly after I was burned, a friend of the family stopped by on a Suzuki, and he wanted to take me for a ride on it. And even though I'd been riding for years, I hadn't ridden in a few during that period, but even though I'd been riding for years, I was fearful getting on the bike, so I told him no. After what happened, I didn't need any more problems in my life. And he assured me, oh, we won't wreck, I'm a good rider. And yeah, he is a good rider, but still, no. I was worried about being hurt again in a way. You know, I didn't want any more pain. I didn't want that in my life. And so I didn't go. A while later, probably not even a year, and I was thinking about it over the fact that I was fearful of doing things here and there. I didn't want to work on vehicles anymore. I bought a new truck, you know, stuff like that. And suddenly it dawned on me that I couldn't live in fear. I found out after countless surgeries and stuff, and I was done with most of the surgeries. I had occupational therapy for 3.5 years, along with many surgeries, like I mentioned. And I decided I wanted to ride again. I wanted to feel the wind in my face. Experience the open road a way only a motorcyclist can. So I went to the Harley dealership and found out that I could still reach the handlebars and operate a motorcycle if I wanted to. Because as you don't know, but I'm going to show you my arm. That's as far as my arm bends on the left-hand side, and that's as far as it straightens. The other one straightens like that. Along with the scars and different things. They don't work perfect anymore, but they work well enough to ride. So, what do I do now? I want to buy a Harley Davidson. That's the name I want. I've owned Hondas. I've owned Yamahas, as you've seen in other videos I mentioned. I wanted a Harley. So, I had to take a motorcycling class. I didn't have my license. I never got my endorsement from years without one. But I figured if I was getting a Harley, I probably ought to have one this time. Actually be legal all the way. So I went to the Rider's Edge, as they call it, Harley Davidson, and took their course. Very good course. It taught me a lot. Some of the things I thought I knew I didn't. A year later, I bought my Road King, which you saw in the beginning of the video. And it's been 4 years. I got a little over 22,000 miles on it. I've ridden it to Sturgis and back, which would be another story in itself. All the problems we had on the way there with my friend's bike. Those are things that happened, but it was still a fun trip. I remember, I look back, I remember because of all the problems we had. The vacation without problems is one you get. I've ridden it many places. I didn't get to ride it as much last year as I'd liked, but hey, that's the economy. So, basically what I wanted to do was explain what happened 7 years ago on April 15th, 2003. Let you all know not to live in fear. You can't go through life living in fear. Live life. Don't let life live you. Also, when you're riding out there, if you ride, don't ever get to the point where you think you are the best, that you have nothing to learn, that nothing can happen to me because I know how to ride. The day you think you can, let's say, control that bike fully, that the bike hasn't, that you're not afraid of it anymore, hang those keys up, walk away. I had a friend tell me that it's true. The day you lose respect for those wheels, or the day that those wheels are going to kill you, either then or shortly in the future. Don't get cocky. Don't think that you are the best. Don't think that nothing can happen to me. I know how to ride. I've taken a class, you know. None of that crap. Don't fall victim to it. Because you might end up finding yourself in a situation that you're not ready for. Every time you go out on that bike, give it a thought of the fact that it could be your last ride. It'll keep you looking around yourself. It'll keep you looking far enough ahead to see danger, hopefully. Every time I get on that bike, I know I might not be coming back. And it keeps me vigilant, looking ahead. I'm not saying something couldn't still happen, but the fact that I'm ready for it, possibly happen, helps. I don't say this to make you fear riding your motorcycle thinking something's going to happen, but it's always a good idea to realize something could. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't live in fear. Because if you do, you may go right past the things in life that are important, and so beautiful. But in fear, you'll miss those. Don't let fear dying hinder you from living your life. I mean, you can do so much. One other thing, ride safe out there, guys. Road weight.